sponsored by Progressive Insurance. There's a big move on social media just ahead of Donald Trump's return to the White House. CBS's Tammy McCormick says it's out today from the parent company of Facebook, Instagram, and Threads.
Meta founder and CEO Mark Zuckerberg said in a post that there will be a change in how content is monitored.
We're going to get rid of fact checkers and replace them with community notes similar to X, starting in the U.S.
He said that will empower users to decide when a post is intentionally misleading or needs more context, and that allows for a broader range of perspectives. Meta says it will continue to focus on things like terrorism, child exploitation, fraud, or scams, but will take a more personalized approach to things like political content, so that people who want to see more of it on their feed can.
There's an investigation at the airport in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, after the discovery of two bodies inside a JetBlue plane's landing gear compartment.
That airplane started its day in Kingston, Jamaica, flew to New York, then Salt Lake City, then back to New York, before it ultimately ended up in Miami. And at each of those points, at the very least, the pilots do a walk around the airplane and check things, and they typically will look inside the wheel wells, but we don't know when those people got on board the airplane.
That's CBS's Chris Van Cleve. What forecasters say could be the strongest winds in a decade are in store for Southern California, with gusts today possibly reaching 80 miles an hour. For much of the rest of the country, CBS News meteorologist David Parkinson says there are dangerous wind chills.
We are in the freezer for the eastern half of the country through the rest of the week, and that is a big problem because now the next storm that's coming through begins Thursday in Texas, and the potential is there for a half foot of snow, maybe even more.
And now to Washington, as we hear from CBS's Paulina Smolinski, millions are in store for a possible credit score change.
The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau announced today that they will remove medical debt from the credit reports of more than 15 million Americans, raising their credit scores by an estimated average of 20 points.
And it could make thousands more people eligible for home loans. After days of tributes in Georgia, the mourning for an American president now moves north.
I'm Jim Crusoe at Dobbins Air Reserve Base, Georgia. Former President Jimmy Carter's body will be accompanied by his extended family and flown to Joint Base Andrews outside Washington, D.C. The Special Air Mission 39, in tribute to his 39th presidency, will be flown 2 hours to the nation's capital by the Presidential Airlift Group of the 89th Airlift Wing.
And checking Wall Street, right now the Dow is up 99 points. NASDAQ is down 200. This is CBS News.
Well, that's today's news. I didn't hear any good news, did you? I didn't think so. I guess it's all about perspective. The glass is half full. Well, as always, I'd like to thank you again for coming along with me on these Dashcam News adventures. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody. It's 47 degrees on the Altamonte Pass.